Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted gospel truth. Do you notice that there are some Yoruba pastors that are pushing one mischievous narrative I believed was scripted for them in Aso Rock? Take a look at these top three.
There's been clamoring by America that they are killing Christians in Nigeria. Okay, it is not innocent. It is not innocent. When Goodluck Jonathan was in power, Nigeria needed to buy certain things to use in fighting that battle. The one who blocked us was America. We got machineries from a country, I don't want to mention that country, that was busy and they were having victories in Sambisa, all the places. The one who asked them to be sacked later was America. They are showing interest because they know that will divide the country. Then they can come in. Anywhere they step bonds. Any country that is richer than, in terms of mineral resources, than any country in Africa, it is Venezuela. Anywhere there is wealth, bonds. Be careful so that lest they seem to be bringing help, but the idea is to penetrate and keep you bounded. There are countries that once they complain about your country, you are doing something right.
Let me quickly respond to this narrative, just very briefly, because I've said that time and over. In case they think we have short memories to forget, that APC were the ones that reported Christian genocide to American government, using same to bring down the government of Jonathan. We knew very clearly, it is not hidden, it is still in the public domain. Even Ribadu, that is the NSA, went there to make the report. Okay? It was the government of Obama and Biden under Democratic Party that did not help Nigeria in the fight against this terrorist, because APC propagandists, all of them, including the one in Aso Rock today, all went to Obama to tell them that Jonathan is using these ammunitions they are buying to commit genocide against their brothers. Do you know who are their northern brothers? These same bandits. This same Trump came on board. Around 2018, Buhari carried his two left leg to United States. And he was giving support, ammunitions, logistics, running into billions in dollars. And what happened? These ammunitions ended up in the hands, many of them ended up in the hands of these terrorists. Many of the funds ended up in the foreign accounts of the politicians in APC. And you think Trump doesn't know? I think he doesn't know. After he left the first time, Biden came in. What happened? Now the man has come back and see that this killing had continued, and the money and the supplies is going into the wrong hands. Now he said enough is enough, and all of you are jumping up and down.
The point is, let's forget about genocide. Trump is selfish.
Very well, sir.
Trump is selfish.
Very well, my lord.
He wants Nigeria resources.
Very well, sir.
So, but he just wants to use genocide,
yes, sir,
as avenue
very well, sir,
to take over Nigeria's government.
Oh, yes.
As the Lord said, not as man, not as security-wise. So the government, they are not supporting any. If he's doing the right thing, why not? But when the controller of heaven and earth said that he's selfish, that is why I told you that voting for Trump is like voting for trouble.
Oh, yes, sir.
All the world leaders, they are going to have the pains. So it's not a matter of genocide or no genocide or this or that. It's just a matter of Trump's selfish end. He wants to make America boom. He wants to give America what he has never done before. So the Nigerian government, what the gra things, let's just calm down. We'll start a deal process. But this one does not want it to. We want to strike. Can they know Nigeria better than us?
No, sir.
So Trump, take it easy. Oh. There are things somebody does and they regret it.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm saying what Lord has revealed to me. I'm not for anybody. As the Lord speaks. Invading Nigeria, all Africans are in trouble. Don't think that it's Nigeria. Any country in Africa that has the capacity, who have resources, they are in trouble. If they target Nigeria, Africa will be enslaved again. You dare not try it. We dare not allow it to happen.
For 40 years that I have been a Christian, there have been killings in southern Kaduna, killings on the plateau. There have been riots. Sometimes, I think it was in France, an image of Prophet Muhammad was defaced. Who remembers that? And as a result of that, there were killings of Christians in Nigeria. And so it's nothing new. It doesn't amount to genocide. The way the West are talking about it, it's as if a Christian steps on the street, his head will be blown off. And I'm trying to understand this sudden love for Christians. Is it because we now have one of the largest refineries in the world and no longer have to ship raw materials abroad and bring the finished products? Or is it because of the 21st century minerals that we now have in our earth that are used to generate nuclear power for electric vehicles? Are those the reasons that our friends are threatening to invade our country to defend and protect Nigerian Christians? Selah.
It's not coincident. They are all Yoruba pastors. Why am I mentioning Yoruba pastors? But they are not the only ones. I've said it in my previous video, which I am yet to publish. I don't know why I have not published that thing, because it needed to be published. Why some men of God don't off their mic. They don't off their mic. Their mic, no, they talk again. Since the Christian genocide have been ravaging, since Trump have made a threat to come to Nigeria to fight and defend Christians who are being killed in their thousands. How many of them have spoken out? Nothing. They have not. All your big daddy GOs. You went to church last weekend. How many of them spoke about it? The Christian genocide. Those who are now speaking and reacting that Trump is coming for your resources. Which resources? The resources that have benefited your members? The resources that have added value to your members? You know, I'm not surprised. In a country where poverty, hunger, and bad governance is the order of the day, the church business thrives. Oh yes, of course. When the people can no longer afford to go to hospitals, they resort to buying cheap olive oil, anointing oil, and prayer bands, vests, and other spiritual materials from the pastors. It's a big business for them. When the country is dying of hunger and poverty, that is when people turn to religious observations as an alternative to good governance. So they all work in tandem, bad governance and church business. So I'm not surprised. Now, why do I even mention Yoruba pastors as if to say they are the only ones in this table? They are not the only ones on the table. In fact, there are some other Yoruba pastors who stood by the truth. And the first that I so much love is Daddy Bishop David Abioye.
There's a lot of distortion going on. People claiming that there is no genocide of Christians in the nation. Information with facts can never be thwarted. You see people buried in hundreds and you say there's no genocide. What a wicked set of people. Agreed, there are people killed in other places for other reasons. But this one is very clear. And gradually is eating down to the south, southwest, southeast, and many so-called leaders for their personal interests are claiming it's not true. Selling out their faith, if they have it at all. Jesus said, when I come, will I find the faith? And we are standing here to say to Jesus, the faith will keep standing. Raise your voice in a few seconds. Father, strengthen the brethren. Strengthen the faith.
But that man, you see, from the very first day I listened to him, my spirit told me that these are the true servants of God, not God of man. There are other ones, like this one, but I'm not going to, bring his own, what he said on this video right here. I'm going to bring another video because his own is quite distinctive. I need to address it separately. But the bottom line is, whoever, any bishop, pastor, or religious leader in Nigeria that is denying this Christian genocide in Nigeria is benefiting from the impunity of Nigeria. And that is all I got to say here. Let me have your opinion on this on the comment section. I know say Nigerian people know they like hear this kind of message. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm, while you are being chopped by your so-called God of man. Continue in your lamentations. Continue in your self-deceit and self-destruction. That is what I can call it. Well, let me have your opinion on the comment section. I'll see you in the as your advocate for good governance. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.